Hi, in this lesson, I'm going to talk to you about the SharePoint document library. We'll go to the document library, we'll take a quick tour around, and I'll show you some of the features that you can expect to find there. The document library is exactly what it sounds like, a library where you can store your documents. Every SharePoint team site comes with a document library. In fact, here on our home page, by default, it has a document library web part where you see some of your documents listed, and you have some options here like adding a new document and switching the way you view the documents here in this web part. We also have on our quick launch documents, and that is a link to the documents library. Now, on this particular site, we've created a second document library, and that is this one, Employee Handbook. Let's go ahead and let's click on the documents library. It'll take us right there. And we see it is indeed a place where we have documents stored. In this particular library, we have 3 Word documents. Now, it's not just Word documents that you can store in here. You can store Excel spreadsheets, PowerPoint presentations, forms, PDFs, OneNote notebooks, images, just about anything you can upload to SharePoint here, you can store in a document library. Now, the document library, we start up here at the top. We see, the name of our home site, the HR team site. That is the site we're in. We see that it is a private group site. We have our logo. Over to the right, we see that we're following this site, and we see that there are 4 members. And if we click there, we can get the names of the members. But down here above our documents, we see some options here. We have the New button, which will allow us to create a new document in our document library right here instead of having to upload it. We have the Upload button, which will allow us to upload documents to our document library. The Sync button, which will sync the library to your local computer. We have an option to export to Excel, and that will export as a list of the documents. We also can attach this document library to Flow, and if we click here on these ellipses, we have other things like setting alerts for this document library and managing those alerts. Over here to the right, you'll see that we have a way to change the view options of our document library. We have the ability to filter documents out, and we have the details pane. If we go ahead and click there, you'll see it gives me information about what's been going on in this document library. We see that we have our documents here, and to select one, you can simply hover over it, and you see how we have the little circle here to the left. If we click there, the document is selected, and now our options at the top change. We can open it, share it, copy the link, we can download it, delete it, connect it to Flow, pin to the top, move it somewhere else, and again, a whole bunch of other options that we have that we can do to that individual document that we've selected. Now, by default, the document library shows us the name, when the document was last modified, and who it was modified by. And we also have ellipses here on the selected document, and if I click there, we get a lot more options here as well. And that holds true for all of your document libraries. And remember, this is the default. This is what the document library looks like and the features that it has by default. In fact, if we go to our Employee Handbook document library, you'll see it's exactly the same. It just has more documents in it. There's a lot of things that you can do to a document library. You can add more columns, you can add more documents, but for now, you know a little bit more about the SharePoint document library. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.